County, and we've got our teams out here going nuts trying to get offers accepted left and right. And just over the last few days, we've had 7 transactions closed, and I think it's the last 3 days. But all of those came through. Those are all just the buyer sides, and I've taken notes as to how we got them accepted. And I've also asked in lab coat agents to see what top agents are doing to get their offers accepted. But first, I got this from AM Cards, and I want to open it. I have a feeling I know what it is, and I think it's brownies. So, I mean, I can never say no to brownies, regardless of how much I work out. Brownies are brownies. I mean, I even named my dog Brownie, right? Let's see. Yeah, they are. Check them out. Anyway, you can't ever say no to brownies. All right. So let's get going. We're going to go through the 10 things you can do now to really work on getting your offers accepted. We're seeing multiple offers. Number one, you can't really skip this one, and that's building rapport. Building rapport is really important because a lot of the times I get these calls as the listing agent saying, hey, did you get my offer? Hey, I've got this and this and this. Have you even taken a look at my offer? And that's the buyer's agent coming in and calling. So when I'm talking about rapport building, I'm talking about calling the agent and treating them with respect, being kind, and not really taking things for granted. There's a relationship that you have to build there. And that sometimes completely goes out the window for some agents. And so when you're building rapport, you've got to watch out for tonality. How does your tonality sound, and how are you making that agent feel on the other end, right? Is it good energy that you're giving them? Are you saying the right things to build that rapport? What does that conversation sound like? Should they be scared to work with you? Because let me tell you, there are some people out there, when they're calling me, I'm like, I don't even know if I want to pick this up. I'm just going to let it go to text and have them text me instead. So be aware of that. That's number one. It's really, really important. And to me, that's probably the most important one. Number one, build rapport. Number two, this is something that we don't do often, but a lot of top agents across the United States do this, and that's escalation clause. The escalation clause works something like this, where you would submit an offer, and let's just say it's 500,000 because it's a round number there. 500,000, and you say, hey, if anybody comes in at 500,000 or a little bit higher than us or higher than us at a certain price, we'll offer 2,000 more than that. 3,000 more than that, 4,000 more than that, whatever that number is. Now, escalation clauses work sometimes when you're neck and neck with somebody and all the other terms are in place. Now, that can get a little bit dangerous, so I always suggest that if you're going to go that route, oh, thanks for the hair comment. I appreciate that. If you're going to go that route, make sure that your buyers understand that fully, full disclosure, and that you have the blessing from your broker. So that's number two. Number three, submit the whole offer, including the lender approval or pre-qual, whatever you have, proof of funds, every single document in one PDF. No, not two, not three, not 5 different emails. Oh, I forgot to send that. Just do me a favor. Please prepare ahead of time. As the listing agent on this end, I want to make sure that I'm getting one email, right, that's outlined with a cover letter telling me, hey, this is what the offer looks like. It's 20% down or all cash. And this is the lender that we're going with. This is their phone number right on the cover letter. And it also says these are the documents or these are the contracts that are in place, all in one PDF. That's the best thing, right? One PDF. How hard is that? You're making my life easier on the listing side. I'm going to look at it and be like, whew, this person's got their stuff together. I like this person. Very subliminal, very easy. On top of building rapport, number one, you're already looking good. All right. Number four, this isn't done as often, and it's really surprising to me, but have your lender, mortgage broker, lender, call the listing agent after you've established that rapport. So this is how it would sound. It would be like, "Hey, Joe, thanks for taking a look at my offer. Really appreciate it. Blah 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 blah. Crap crap. And I'm gonna have my lender give you a call. His name is Jeff. Jeff Fitzer. He's my friend. His name is Jeff, and he's gonna be giving you a call just to let you know how this loan looks, to make you feel more comfortable. You don't have to say all that. But the point is, have your lender call. It adds an extra step that makes you look good. And on the other end, if I'm the listing side and your lender calls me, I'm like, oh, damn, this guy's got his stuff together. This offer is looking good. So when I'm presenting it to the seller, I'm like, hey, seller, this one's great. This one's great. Terms are great on this one. But this one, I talked to the lender, and this is what they had to say about the buyer. Now you're seeing how deep this can go, right? And I love that one. So number 5, this one, I don't think I've ever heard this one before, but we've done it a couple of times on our very, very high-end deals, like 7, 10 million plus. And that's, we have our broker call, like our actual broker of records call the listing agent, and in some cases the team leader. And we're like, hey, look, we know this is a high-end property, or look, lots of multiple offers. And their call sounds like this: hey, I just want to let you know that Tristan, he's really working hard on this buyer. This is the information we have. If you ever feel like you need to contact me for any reason, know that if you can't get a hold of Tristan, I'm here for you. I mean, can you imagine that call when there are 30 offers? You get your broker to call as well, or your team leader, or your manager. That adds another depth to that. So that's number 5. We've done that a few times. Number 6, make sure that your client's terms are their best, and that includes price, contingencies, loan, appraisal, so forth, and anything else they want to add. So in some cases, look, we're in a tough situation across the whole United States for the most part, where we're getting 20, 30, in some cases 40 offers on one property. And so you've got to let your buyers know, hey, this is the situation. These are the possibilities of what we can do to make our offer more attractive besides the price, right? These are the terms that we can play with, right? And besides the terms, appraisal, loan contingency, inspection contingency, all those things, let them know that there are other possibilities if they want to step in and say, well, the seller also has some fees. We could offer to pay some of those fees for them. And in some cases that works, now depending on the buyer, right? So make sure that your terms are your best terms possible, because sometimes you don't get a second chance. So know that. Number 6, sorry, that was number 6. Number 7, this has been our secret weapon. So pay attention to this one. We look at properties that are contingent, backup, or pending. And our clients, and we tell our clients, hey, clients, look at these, because from what we're noticing, 1 out of every 4 is falling from what we call escrow. We're an escrow state in California. So we call it's falling out of escrow or falling out of contract. And so the last 2 out of the 6 offers that have gotten accepted over the last week, 2 of them have been from properties where the seller tells the agent, the listing agent, hey, listing agent, we've got this backup offer. This current offer is not going to fly, so let's just go with the backup offer. What happens is now we avoided the whole multiple offer situation again, and we were there at the backup offer situation because we kept on pushing. And we're like, hey guys, we're here. Hey guys, we're here, right? There's no competition on that end. So make sure that you're also looking at these properties that say pending and contingent backup. If they haven't removed all of those contingencies, the appraisal, the loan, the inspection, it's fair game. Don't count those out, because that's how we're winning some of these as well. All right, that's my dog agrees with us too. Here, number 8. This is something we're using too, and this is a little bit more familiar to most of you, but off-market homes from your office and your real estate friends. So in the area that you work, you know that first go to your office and say, hey, office, like one-on-one, call them up, the agents. Say, I've got this client. Do you have anything coming out? And then your real estate friends in the area, text them and say, hey, I've got this buyer. This is what they're looking for. Do you have anything that's coming out? And you'd be surprised at how much easier that is when somebody's calling you and saying, hey, I've got this situation. Can you help me out? They'll be like, you know what? I do. I have somebody. And in some cases, that seller will be like, well, damn, I don't want to put it out on the market and have lots of people come in my home. I'd rather just sell it before we put it on the MLS or just put it on anywhere, right? It's a lot easier. So if the terms can look good and your buyer says, I'm all in, full price offer, no competition, much better. So look for things that are off market through your brokerage, through your real estate friends and those connections. That's worked really well for us. In fact, I'll tell you a story. So one of the agents that I know in my office, his uncle is Rob Lowe, Rob Lowe, the television guy. And he decided to sell his home off market recently. You can look it up. And he sold it off market to Mark Zuckerberg in Montecito. And that was an off market sale, right? How did they find out from it? Because people kept on asking, well, here, look at this is off market. And for some reason, off market looks pretty sexy to some people, especially at that higher info. Number 9, in some areas, some agents are submitting offers with letters or videos. Right now, it's something that some agents don't feel comfortable with. They say that it breaks some type of law, and they may be right, but I still see some agents do it anyway. They write letters and they say, hey, my client is so-and-so, and they really loved your home, and here's a picture of them, and they would love to live in your home, right? Kind of pulling the heartstrings. The other option to this is what we've seen is videos. They shoot a video, their whole family, if it's a family, shoots a video and says, hey, we love your home, we were in it, and this is how we felt, and we're really in love with it. We need it. Please choose us, right? Pulling the heartstrings again. And in some cases, we've even seen some people give gifts. Like, thank you for letting us in your home. Here's a box of chocolates. Here's a box of brownies, right? But yeah, we've seen that. So it'd be something to consider. And number 10, this one, a lot of you are going to hate me for this one, but I've seen it. I'm not saying that we do it, but I've seen it, okay? Some agents have offered part of their commission back. Now, I'm not saying go ahead and do that. I'm just telling you what some agents have said that they do. Would I do that? It depends on the situation, right? And so I'm not going to say yes or no, but that rounds up the 10 of them. If you want me to repeat them, I'll go really quick. Number 1, build rapport with agents. Number 2, escalation clause. Number 3, submit offers in one PDF. How hard can that be? Darn it, with a cover letter. Number 4, have your lender call them. Number 5, have your broker or team leader or manager call them as well. Number 6, make sure that your client's terms are the best, like best foot forward from the very beginning, so they can even make it to that second round. And number 7, submit offers to homes that say backup contingent or pending if none of the contingencies have been removed or some are still missing. Number 8, off-market homes from your office and real estate friends. Try to find those. Those are gems. Definitely one route. Number 9, in some areas, some agents are submitting offers with letters and videos to pull on the heartstrings of those sellers. And number 10, the one that I'm kind of in the middle on, is offer part of your commission back. That's it. Thank you so much. This is Living Live on YouTube, Facebook. If you have any questions, throw them in the chat. I'll go through it in a little bit and check through. Thanks again, everybody.